and just probably my favorite tanky boy to be played with a Faceless Void because of the additional damage you can get with your Firestorm and Chrono.
Now my question is, how likely are we going to see this new ability that they've added for Underlord?
Ah, yes, the Fiend's Gate.
30 seconds.
I don't know. It's so expensive. I'm sure it's something that you could pick up, you know, like 4th item, 5th item. It's interesting, but I don't think it's really game-breaking until like the incredibly late portions of the game.
Until the mobility of getting from one place to another is very, very important. But they will land a stun over your own Chris Luck. Just plink away, and he has lost a decent amount of damage. Stinger also joining in. They have to be careful. They have to separate now from this cast. You don't want too many bounces. Uh-oh, Mickey. He is getting body blocked here, and the tag team,
no.
Chris Luck, is going to start off his lane very happy.
And the positivity continues with the tips. Very nice. And the pool tango, perfect. So you can get the super tree for free. And mid lane, Schofield won't get the D ward. There was none placed by Liquid. But either way, very happy with this is Beast Coast. I expect their lanes to do quite nicely. Really like playing Puck against Fen. Get level 2, get phase shift. In fact, you really never should get stunned. It's one of the easier spells to juke. So I like that. They put the Underlord mid for this reason as well, because he wouldn't really do so hot against Omni's Fen. They're just going to farm with cleave and trade effectively.
Makes sense. And this is something, you know, it's a throwback here to Whisper, you know, typically tends to play things that are a little bit different, stuff that you tend to see mid, and he's usually very slippery. So having him on a Puck will be very interesting to watch. It'll be a harken back to the old days, maybe if you go all the way back to when he played on Infamous once upon a time.
Indeed. And yeah, I mean, I would agree with Sin. Like, I think that the Whisper Tinker was cute, but I think they won in spite of him. You know, it's like, oh, he's got March, but then you look at his scores like, wait, he's 1-8. Like, I don't know if this is really worth waiting for. And I'd like that he's just on this pretty standard Puck hero. He's gonna put in work, I am sure. And Liquid, don't count them out. They got the double Spirit opener, but it's definitely going to be a challenging game for them. They need a lot of work done by Taiga and Koifa to find kills across the map.
In all fairness, I don't think Whisper envisioned that lane going so poorly for him, but Liquid, of course, were very prepared and ready to take advantage of every time that Schofield was
lived
indeed
through that.
out of the
That was like, that was the one thing my brother, it was his biggest pet peeve. And like, I could hear the disappointment sometimes. He'd be like, all right, Kyle, I'm going to go stack, or I'm going to go check the rune. I'm going to go gank mid. I'll be right back.
Don't die.
Don't, and then I would die.
It sounds like a mom leaving her child alone at home for the very first time. Just like, all right, sweetie, I put the snacks over in the fridge. Don't touch the oven. Don't stick your finger in the electrical socket. Just please be alive by the time I come home from this 15-minute drive that I have to do. And then somehow, you know, you manage to fall down the stairs and break your neck.
Yeah, that reminds me, as we're paused, we have time for this anecdote. I was sitting on the couch one day. I have 4 younger brothers. Just watching TV, and my youngest brother comes in. He says, "Kyle, there's fog in the kitchen."
Uh-oh.
There's no fog. It's a sunny day. I'm like, yeah, it's fine, Gavin. Wait a couple of seconds. I'm like, I should investigate. And I go in, and of course, my brother has preheated the oven without checking. There's 2 pizza boxes inside. It's billowing smoke. Start screaming for my mother.
No.
All's well. No damage done, but yeah, fun times back in the day as we get back into the game.
Indeed, we do, and I expect to see a lot of really nice plays coming up from Taiga. He's an excellent Earth Spirit. They have a lot of great Earth Spirit players on both of these teams. Schofield, though, bottom lane, is going to just try to man up, fight Mickey here. He's taking a decent chunk of damage. Just have to be careful. Insania is chasing down. It's not quite fast enough, though, to get the final hit off over onto Sko. So he'll be able to heal back up again. You can see that taunt coming up. That's a great taunt, by the way.
One of the I'm surprised Insania didn't start with an Orb of Venom. That's a kill if he has one. I see a lot of other Omni Knights grabbing that, then bringing the stick late.
Perhaps he was worried about just the amount of harass that's going to be coming out and thought that would be a better choice.
Yeah.
I wonder if they think more in terms of, you know, defensive than necessarily offensive right now, trying to just ensure that Mickey has a good start.
Yeah, speaking of start, mid lane, Schofield trying to deny a rune. Man, Koifa would have loved to bottle that, but a nice job from Chris Luck to pursue him to ensure he didn't get the free refill. Meanwhile, Tusk is
he gets his own free refill down.
Exactly. Really nice control by Beast Coast.
You know, that's a big thing in America that they don't have other places, is the free refill. And they are, you know, they're enjoying America right now. So
people, it blows their mind. You go 7-Eleven, it's like, wait, a big gulp is $1.29, and it's 64 ounces, which in European units is like a gallon.
It's how we keep our girlish American figure.
Yeah. No, it's like more. I'm pretty sure it's like 2 liters. It's like $1. Oh, very bad. Don't go there, folks. Anyway, Whisper is suffering a little bit, only 7-0, equaling the denies of Mickey. And the lane doesn't get easier. Yeah, he won't die, but it's tough to CS when you're left alone. Schofield now has stacked, and will attend him again in the lane. But so far, Liquid ahead in all 3.
It's looking like a pretty good start off here, although those shards coming in, they'll turn right back around. Sania is staying a little low, but of course the damage coming out from Mickey does leave some room to be desired. They don't want to necessarily chase after this guy right now, so.
It's actually Mickey who bought the Orb of Venom, so I see Insania and Mickey dual queue all the time. I always ask to join, and Aiden just says, oh, sorry, Kyle, if there were 3 of us, we'd never get a game. I'm sure that's the reason, and they obviously have experience because they're innovating just a little bit in the starting items, or the follow-up items, I suppose.
You can tell they've got the synergy. They've decided exactly how they want to play it. And
well, to be honest, they've been playing together for like 8 years. So.
I know, that is one thing that I really love about the Liquid crew, is that this gang has stuck together, good times, bad times, even before this. And that is always really nice to see. Same thing coming out now with, you know, Beast Coast. This is, gonna just dodge away. Nicely played here by Koifa. But, you know, it's nice to see, because especially SA, and now we're seeing a lot with the Eastern Europe region, they shuffle a lot.
Oh, yeah.
And honestly, I feel like you unlock the best potential out of people when you stick around, when you grow together. And I think that's very important.
I would agree. And I think if you look around at roster changes, there's very few that I would say you can point to and say that they worked, right? When you think of the famous ones. You know, notably, Matu out of Liquid, now Team Nigma. You had...
Oof, last hit coming in. Very nicely done. I thought Sko was going to make one of his legendary getaways again, but no, Boxy keeping his eyes on the prize here. And Chris Luck getting some massive farming efficiency as he farms the enemy safe lane camp over here. Not safe lane, but small camp.
Yeah. VP, probably the most famous example.
Yes, the coddle. Oh my word. Especially.
Yeah, Mickey going to pursue. This actually, I actually really like the Orb of Venom on Sven in this spot because Puck's very low armor. Sure, he'll juke the stun, but you can stick to him and force defensive orbs if you're able to just get in range. So really nice there. And Chris Luck, first time I've ever seen a mid-underlord, doing pretty well, just constantly shoving the wave. It'll be interesting to see how he itemizes. Try and defend these towers early on. I would expect just a hood, but we shall see.
I think the last time I saw a mid-underlord was Bryle, like a year ago, honestly. Roll in, nice play here coming out from Taiga. I said you should watch out for this guy. And indeed, just enabling Koifa here in the mid lane to get a nice pick off.
Yeah, really nice job.
That is the problem with Underlord. He does not have an escape route, at least not one that's quick enough to deal with something like that.
Yeah, a bit of a miscue though by Chris Luck. He was half HP just standing on enemy high ground, and you know, the patented maneuver as a mid player, you hit level 6 and immediately get aggressive.
And you get yourself a double damage. He's gonna be happy about that.
Oh yeah, the dream for any Void Spirit.
This cracks me up with Hector up here, and of course, you know, you've got the Pugna, and I always joke, again, if Hector can't hit, Hector can't play the game, and he's just constantly decrepified, which is a good way to kind of slow down that the damage. Oh, we see a courier here, not going to be able to quite finish up, but you know what you can finish off? You can finish off Schofield in the bottom lane. Look at this, Mickey also just kind of following that orb, hoping that perhaps he can get his hands on Whisper, but not yet. Not this time.
Yeah, I'm so not a fan of the Witch Doctor, Moxie. One of those heroes that just hasn't felt strong for some time. Theoretically, it's a good laner, like that's why you pick it, but you can see up top, even with Taiga roaming, they can't land kills on Boxy, and especially going this heal build, yeah, you help your core sustain, but like that's it, and one cask is certainly not going to help find any kills.
We did get a little bit of a buff. It was a balance, basically, right? Creep damage was rescaled. And then the hero damage was also, but it also deals more damage per each bounce. So like you got a little mini buff here. It depends on the situation. I still think, honestly, I've had a lot of people tell me that they feel very comfortable playing this hero currently in this patch, but it's early days. I'm still on the hunt for like that perfect support. And I am surprised. Ooh, nice snipe here.
I can give it to you. It's Disruptor.
Disruptor?
Yep.
Why?
You start the game with 3 mangoes. First items, you buy 3 more mangoes, and you go 3-1-1. Because the Q change means you have basically a Malefice from Enigma level of disable and a ton of damage output. Whisper gets the coil.
Dream coil. Schofield trying to break some ankles here. The snap does come out. Are they going to be able to finish off Insania here? The dodge around. Yes, Whisper finding a kill and Schofield getting that legendary escape again. I know Bane's also like look very, very good too.
Don't tell anybody.
Well, you know, it's funny because South America loves Bane. And I have not seen any Bane yet.
The problem is you just can't kill creeps, so it's just not fun to play.
Ooh, Taiga almost able to finish off Stinger. The Chronosphere gets used. Koifa, though, drawing him in there with the Remnant. It's going to be enough to save Boxy. He's looking pretty darn good. Hector backing off. Chris Luck, he wants this kill. Does have to be careful, though. He's ticked down a bit, because you do have Insane, you do have Koifa. Stinger trying to stay over here on the side. Doesn't have a whole heck of a lot of mana. Does have the Voodoo Restoration, but Chris Luck, he is going to die here. And Koifa really would love this kill with Stinger with the Voodoo Restoration. That's not going to be enough, my friend. You are going to have to make Koifa take a lot of this tower damage, but he walks right into it. Ooh, a little bit of a juke. No, eventually. Walks right into it.
Yeah, talk about runes. DD at 6, and now an Arcane rune. It is absolutely a dream start for Koifa. Now he just needs to create like some kind of Arcane ring to drop from the creep wave. Whisper gets some space bot, but I don't know. This is, again, looking rough for Beast Coast, although I will not count them out. Learn my lesson. Liquid need a sizable lead to feel confident. I'd say they actually need Mega Creeps before I'm going to be confidently calling them for a W as Boxy in some trouble.
Yep, Whisper makes this rotation top. Do have that Dream Coil, though. The snap over on the Insania. Boxy turning back around. That does the life drain. It's enough. It takes down Hector. Now Whisper forced to turn back around again as Koifa joining into the fight. It's a double kill. Very well played here.
As yeah, talk about it. Yes, like, that is.
They
that
heard
is
you,
nuts.
Kyle. They were like, "How dare you? We'll show you."
Yeah, I like this build on Boxy too. You see a lot of Pugnas go straight for arcanes, but this is actually something old school. If you ever watch replays, TI8, the Seb Pugna, always getting treads on the offlane. A big fan of it. Yeah, Chris Luck. Why, as we watch the replay, they did kill Taiga for free, but I think you take that trade.
I think so, because it was a 2 for the top there.
Yeah, and he survives because of that extra HP. Now, of course, likely going to go back for Aether Lens, the staple on any Pugna. Could also go for Yules. You see that's what Koifa's queued up. You really need it against all the silence, but specifically to remove the time dilation. That spell is just awful to deal with. Nice snowball, but I think they're going to catch him.
They know exactly where he's headed over here, but so is Chris Luck. He's got a Haste Rune. Stinger's here. Whisper's here as well. They need to go and lock down Koifa long enough as they go with the Walrus Punch. Need a little bit more damage. They got the Pugna over here on the corner. Chris Luck just coming on in. Slicing him in half. Another Dream Coil coming out from Puck. Koifa's Courier goes down. That's going to be the Guardian Angel coming out. So long enough so that way they can keep him alive. And he's able to run away. But Chris Luck hot in pursuit. They have the Snowball. Can they get there fast with the Pogo Stick coming out as well? There's the Hex with the little piggy. But in this time, it's not going to save him. As now they have another cask. They have another way to cancel out the TP. It's a triple kill now for Chris Luck.
Oh my goodness, and it's a stack. How did that happen? Team Liquid, they're just so low on resources. Felt like a repeat of that last game. Koifa just out of mana. If he has mana there, they're going to turn that around. Maybe they're able to fight, but, you know, Voyage is farming the whole time. K1 nowhere near. Mike, of course, getting work done on the bottom lane as well, but still a big loss there for Liquid. That whole lead they gained is now gone. They lose 3 plus a stack.
It's almost like a little bit of a turnaround from game number 1. Remember when Beast Coast was playing, they had these nice stacks, Liquid invaded, and they were able to steal it all away and get multiple kills. And
really cool. Chris Luck, he went for the Atos. That was another item that got a little bit of a buff in the previous patch. An extra 4 intelligence and an extra 2 strength and agility with no other changes. So
that's nice.
Part of the issue with the item is like the active is nice, but it's expensive for the recipe. And there were just better, more value items. So now they're just like, you know, everybody wants stats. We'll give you more stats with your stats, and we'll see how that pays off. Easy setup for the pit.
Whisper, silence, gonna try to just dodge away, doesn't manage to do it. Taiga though nearby, they do have their eyes over here on Stinger. He's got the Voodoo Restoration up as he's running. There's a double damage Chris Luck showing up, the snap over here on the Dream Coil. I don't think they were quite expecting that. They get the root off, but Chris Lucky's got to run away faster now. So they throw out the stone, the magnetize is doing a lot. They throw out the Atos, they want to ensure that they can get this kill over on Taiga as Insania falls over on the back lines. Oof. But they do manage to take down Chris Luck, and somehow, where did Hector go down here?
What?
There was a whole other fight going on.
Died mid. Looks like Koifa and Mickey just combined for the 1-2 punch. Yeah, 100
I
to
think
0.
you're pretty happy about that if you're Liquid. You lose some of those supports there, but...
Oh, he's so under-leveled. Oh, my goodness. He's level 7. Mickey's 12.
That's the problem when you don't have a built-in cleat.
Yeah. This is... I learned my lesson. I think it was Charlie Dota playing a game together against a Slark, avoid kind of the same problems, but he picked Sven into it. I see it as not exactly a counter, and he said, pretty much, I'll have 3 items before he has 2, and yeah, we ended up winning the game. So Mickey looking to do the same thing here. He will finish up the Sanj. Now going to grab his stack, and yeah, this is a big problem. You know, we talk about K1 Hector, he's a farmer, but no built-in farming mechanics. You can see that. That is an abysmally low neutral and ancient score with, what is that, like that's 2 camps. And without a Maelstrom, it's not like it'll hurry up, and you can see queued up the Midas. I don't mind that in this position. You already feel so far behind. You need the XP boost to go along with the bonus gold.
I mean, it's also difficult when you consider the fact they don't have any sort of steroid for this Faceless Void. Typically, when you see in a Faceless Void, you're usually having some sort of steroid in terms of, like, you know, an Invoker throwing out an Alacrity. Sometimes you can see an Ogre with Bloodlust. Not recently, though. We've only seen one Ogre recently. It did not do particularly well. And, you know, or who am I thinking? There's one other person.
Elder Titan?
No, I mean, Elder Titan is great. That is another steroid. There's another, like, movement.
Magnus.
Magnus. No, that's a movement, but yes, Magnus with the Empower. Perfect. You know, so it is definitely more of a struggle for him to keep up with the farming rate coming out from Mickey here.
Value all the way back to the...
I just heard Fog saying, cash money.
Oh, I miss Fog.
I did too. Hope he's well. I like his cat. He's got a very cute hat. Alito.
Indeed he does.
All right, we are unpausing. And we are watching Stinger die. Does manage to get the cask off, though. Perhaps I can turn this back around. Schofield joining in with the Chronosphere here. K1 Hector, he wants this kill for himself. Whisper going to help out a little bit. Ends up being the one who takes it.
Well, worth the Chrono. Get a core kill. Whisper does take the bonus gold, as you stated. I'm sure Hector would have liked that. Would have helped him with his might.
I don't think Taiga was expecting them to come around and swing from that side here as they follow up with the shards. Purification does buy a bit more time for him, though. So he's able to run away, and Koifa dropping the Remnant. Also, a little insurance policy here.
Yeah, they do a nice job on Liquid, though. I mean, controlling the triangle, getting stacks up where they can. Tower's still alive.
Initiation over onto Chris Lock. Does have a haste rune, though, second time around. Just going to go hide in the tree line and disappear. Schofield pointing out that Mickey is indeed over here farming their jungle. Stinger making his way over. They have the Atos, Chris Luck, holding in place, followed up with plenty of damage, especially coming out from Witch Doctor. In fact, that Maledict is going to be the reason that they're able to get this kill. Chris Luck, he's very, very fast, but you know what? They have a Yules. That's going to make him slow down considerably as they get the life drain off. Follow up here, though. K1 Hector joining in. They get the Dream Coil off over on the side. There's going to be the Guardian Angel buying them just enough time. But they'll hold Koifa in place, and they just have too much damage now. Insania left behind here. K1 Hector, he wants that kill. Whisper jumping forward here. They're also going to chase after Mr. Taiga. It is 5 heroes. A nice body block coming into play. This is not looking good for the Earth Spirit, as he is indeed the next to fall. And only Boxy currently alive. Oh, they get the cask off. Can they get over there fast enough? The shards can it pushes them out off to the side. So looks like Boxy is going to survive. And the pressure on the mid tower.
Liquid, they just have this habit, like to get these leads, and then they slowly but surely manage to hand them back. That's twice now. You know, credit to Beast Coast, that great ward on the high ground did spot Mickey farming, but you know, you lose your Sven, you don't have to save a buddy, he's already dead. You're committing more resources, you lose more heroes, and Chris Luck, even without any sort of resistance, right? No Hood, no Vanguard, no nothing. He's still incredibly durable with just phase boots and Atos, and so much plus damage. He currently has 178 extra. Like, he's hitting real hard. Koifa got just smacked in the face. As Liquid, once again, they smoke. They want to get aggressive, but do be careful.
They don't have very good vision right now, which is a bit of the dodgy thing about this. You can see they're hoping that, you know, Ektor, he likes to farm. Perhaps Ektor is over here in this area, but he's not. And again, it's always Schofield, always Sko, who ends up being the one to break the smoke, tank the gank, and die.
He did his job.
That's exactly it, though. No, agreed. Bottom lane.
They have Chrono and Witchblade. This is very dangerous for Liquid.
I don't think they realize the rest of the team is behind him. Not everyone, obviously. Look, he just stands there like, hey, guys. Hey.
Hello?
Hey. Whisper getting into position here. Gets the Waning Rift and that Dream Coil off, but it's not looking good for Ektor. They still managed to get the kill. And they're going to try to put some more damage out. They cancel out the TP over here, and they'll take down Whisper. A Stinger also to fall. Chris Luck is here, but man, he cannot catch a break. He is definitely going down as they just brutally beat him up. Schofield too. He's trying to hide over here on the tree line. Maybe they won't find me. Maybe, oh, walks right into Boxy. Boxy is more than happy to see him. Does go for the snowball play here again, but they have the stun. They have the damage, and that's another kill here for Koifa.
They're like taking turns, Moxie, with these weird engagements. I love that idea from Ektor. Stand there, maybe break the smoke, maybe look to set up a kill, but he should just be behind the trees. And again, well done by Liquid though. It's this time their turn. You see the ward they had in the lane. That gives you more vision than heroes during nighttime. So they see the void the entire time and set up for the 100-0, whereas Ektor is just kind of clueless and ends up getting caught. So really nice job there. What was that, a 5-for-0? Not bad. It was, and again,
going back in again with the life. It's just so much damage. They blow up Ektor before he can do anything. Chris Luck joining in though. Use the Yules trying to set up. They do have the Atos. Drawing over, Whisper sidestepping. With that Heavenly Grace online, but over on the other side here, Schofield's so far forward from the rest of the team. He's not looking healthy here at all, as he's just going to get blown up by Boxy. Taiga just casually dewarding, rolling on out. It's a good feeling when you know you can do something like that.
And Boxy and Koifa slaughtering people right now.
They found themselves a Whisper, and he is locked down.
Yeah, I mean, Boxy's just straight up put the team on his back right now. Koifa doing work as well, but these decreps, the blasts, the Void Spirit damage, it's just, it's way too much.
It is indeed.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Look at Pugna. Look at all the items that he's got in his stash right now.
That feels good.
Definitely
4 staff and third of a BKB. Once again, I say I love the build. The treads, look at the HP. You typically see Pugna's real squishy, but on strength treads, near 1,600 health. It's very nice. Like, the treads are why he lives top to turn around that double kill, and now they're just
Ooh, they're hunting again. They found Chris Luck. They get the taunt off over here onto Whisper. And it's just going to be a dead Chris Luck. He can't get away fast enough. He doesn't have any way to escape.
He also definitely regrets not having a hood after a couple of these engagements. I actually think he could even gone for a Mage Slayer.
Schofield, again, is going to try to buy some more time, try to do a little something here, but is going to run into the other 3 here on the side of Liquid and is going to definitely fall.
And how long has Chrono been available for K1? This poor Void. Also doing something, I saw a guide, and I also saw a lot of Nico Baby games. Did watch the replays. Never does he go the Yasha, especially in a game like this. The Sange for the status resistance and a little bit of HP. It's his survival that's a problem right now, and he went for that greedier accelerator, but the trouble is, anytime he's caught by this Koifa Void Spirit and Boxy's nearby, he's just dead. So I'd love to see them try to find a way to get aggressive, but it's so tough. Liquid doing a great job sweeping the map. Now they're the ones with the vision up. Look at that. 1 in the enemy base, 1 behind the tier 2 top, another one on the outpost, and oh, look.
This time, but the stun comes out from Mickey. He's already, okay, he's going to have to go for the Chronosphere to run out. Whisper going to give a couple pokes here. The rest of the team is TPing up, but now they just don't have, Whisper is just silenced. He's stunned, he's dead. Taiga rolling in, does find himself Schofield and Stinger, but I don't think he's too concerned. I think he's just providing the vision right now for the rest of the team as they dodge right into the woods, and that's another kill from
Okay. Chris Luck, he'll have the BKB soon. Then he can look to get aggressive. He should at least be able to survive the Pugna. But Moxie, I see you shaking your head. I think even you're... Now you know how I feel
this
sometimes.
Pugna is like ripping him apart. It's like he can't get anything done.
Yes.
Got the fairy grenade on here for Sven.
I mean, this is just like honestly, like my man Whisper, like you have no chrono. You know, Chris Luck is not there. There's no way you're gonna be able to turn this around. You saw 3 Liquid heroes. Oh
dear. All right, well that's Schofield. Hector is looking for an opening here. Does not have the Chronosphere though. I'm a little surprised that he's dodging in the way he is. Gonna try to cancel out here over onto Taiga. Perhaps I can get a kill. It's looking very good right now. So Hector will be able to collect the kill on the Earth Spirit.
Did get the ults before dying. Didn't lose any gold. Nice, but you can see the respect Liquid are giving to this new BKB.
Mickey just running on in here. Trying to give a couple pokes here. Nice slides coming out from Whisper. He's going to have to dodge away almost immediately. Gets the leash off over onto Koifa and Boxy.
Yeah, they're just trying to see if they could poke a little bit, get the BKB charge. Mickey did not have ulti. We'll have it up now. But yeah, a BKB usage, any sort of pickoff, and theoretically Liquid could walk right into Roche. They have great vision to control the area.
I mean, you're not super concerned at what Beast Coast has currently. A lot of things are on cooldown. Another taunt over here on Chris Luck. This man cannot catch a break. Does have his teammates nearby, though, so we'll get healed up by Sko.
You can see Liquid a little more cautious. You know, the patience this game. They are picking up and learning as the series goes along. They're just trying to proc this BKB. If you commit too hard, then you're suddenly all pitted, you're coiled, time dilation, and right now you've got a nice lead. They're really not concerned. They're not on a clock. Your Sven is certainly out farming the enemy Void. Here we go again.
And it's like we just saw this happen, and this time they have plenty of lockdown for Chris Luck. The Force Staff, though, is going to be able to give him a little bit more time. He's got the Atos, but the stone coming in from Taiga will find the kill as Stinger's Courier falls, carrying quite a few things. Big chops coming out from Mickey as he takes out Stinger.
And this is the danger with BKB. If you go for raw resistance, you're just tanky. Whereas in this case, he's like, do I BKB? Do I not BKB? He ends up trying to save it because if you use it and die, then you just feel bad. And in this case, Mickey, he's the one to initiate. They don't decrep.
Rolls right on down. Hello, Schofield, and goodbye, Schofield.
A lot of rinse repeat, but again, respect the Liquid patience. Poor Stinger, that cleave damage, oh goodness.
Definitely hurts. And here, Chris Luck thinks maybe I can get away, but of course, Taiga always ready. Always a killer, as Whisper also falls down in the bottom lane. They're just falling like dominoes currently because they're trying to make space. They need to have this happen, but they're just too prepared on the side of Liquid.
He got the tier 2. They won't be able to control the outpost, but it is a nice influx of gold.
It's whatever you can because, you know, Hector's farm is not Hector levels like we usually see.
No. I like this from Liquid as well. Just BKBs coming up next. They're going to have one complete on the Pugna. You really can't kill him anymore once he collects it. 2,000 health. Void's damage is not really there. And even with Puck dead, they attempt to claim the high ground and are once again pushed back as Theoden and the rest of Team Liquid defend what they now claim as their Helm's Deep. And now, yeah, just walk right into the Roche pit. Aeon Disc on the Omni Knight, that's his defensive item secured.
I was like, where is Theoden coming from? What are you talking about? The Helm's Deep did help clue me in finally, but not sure that's the exact same situation here. Yeah, they really can't do anything right now. Mickey is just going to be allowed to smack around Roshan, going to be able to get themselves a nice Aegis.
Okay, but Moxie, let's stay positive. Let's say you're the coach of Beast Coast.
I am the coach of Beast Coast.
What do you do?
I'm going to say Schofield needs to make some of those legendary plays where he makes them run all over the map, chase him, and give Hector enough time to farm here. And he should probably pair up. 1 second here as they do find Whisper. He's going to get silenced, of course, with that Aghanim Scepter on the Void Spirit. And now Stinger, again, he just wants to deward his jungle. He just wants his home back,
No,
but they're
stop.
not going to let him get
Stop.
right back in again. Snowball coming in, and you know, here we go. Here's Sko. He's trying to make room, but of course, Mickey eyes on the prize, does find himself Chris Luck. Ato's coming into play, but he's got the BKB. BKB over onto Chris Luck too, but if he can get his hands on him, as they do fall off to the side here. Let's go for Chris Luck. They're just crumbling like
Guys,
dominoes
no.
right now. Hector, he's not ready to fight.
They're 1 by 1, Moxie.
It is not what you want to do. And look at this damage coming up from Mickey. The BKB is nice. You're not going to get locked down while it's up, but I don't think this is the play, sir.
I see a little bit of laughter coming from the side of Beast Coast on their cameras. They are definitely feeling the pain right now. They just... A hero dies in a side lane, they're like, all right, guys, we have some space. But you really don't, because Liquid's just so far ahead. As Hector, I mean, still without the Sanj. The poor man would love the status resist, but just needed the BKB. It is a tough game for Beast Coast. Now when a Soul Cuirass finished, top 3 net worth all on the side of Liquid. It is a slaughter. But Beast Coast are not out. One big chrono in the Firestorm. Maybe they can turn things around.
I mean,
once again, going to get caught.
Well, they might be able to put a little bit of damage over into Tiger. They have to be careful, though, because Mickey, right nearby here, throws out the stun, focusing over onto Schofield. Snowball comes out, though. He's going to immediately dance around to the other side. Koifa, though, finds a kill on Whisper right off the bat. Stinger here also going to fall. And now K1 Hector, he just doesn't have this kind of damage that he wants. He's going to try to make something happen, but they have the Guardian Angel. He can't do anything right now. He's forced to just run away, get stunned up, stun locked, and the life is gone.
How many consecutive kills have Liquid acquired?
Quite a few.
It's at least, I think, 14.
It has been wild. Yeah, look at this.
Okay, other than that one.
It's been quite a few.
So it's just Taiga, and it was 10 minutes ago, and I guess 6 minutes ago. Either way,
I mean, this is the Liquid you want to see.
Yes.
You want to see them get this advantage. You want to see them keep it.
yes.
You want to see good items coming out from them and just smart moves around the map, and they've definitely been providing it this time around.
Yes, definitely. Like, more discipline. Like, they, you know, cold water on the face, a slap here and there, and focus, patience. That's what you like to see.
Is indeed what you like to see. The Atos coming out from Chris Luck, and Schofield over here on the low ground will take out Koifa. So they do have that going for them. It looks like Schofield is going to be next to fall. They wait patiently. Taiga cleans it up.
Hey,
And there's a smoke play coming out now from Beast Coast. Are they trying to
They
catch
lost
up?
Koifa.
Whisper?
They're backing Moxie.
They are indeed backing. There's the Dream Coil, and Sania is, of course, nearby. We'll get the Purification. Stinger, though, forcing forward. Bit of a Yule's going to be able to get a bounce or two off over here on the side. Taiga, roll forward right into Whisper, though. He's not going to be able to go away to this high ground. They don't have anything to cancel out this teleport, though, so
Nice
it's going
shot.
to survive.
I respect Beast Coast well. You know, they're still not giving up. Down 21k, does not matter. They finished the kill on Koifa and chase for more. Liquid narrowly escape without losing extras. But they did obtain a Rax. Do we still have the Aegis preserved? Indeed we do. We'll have it for another minute and 12, so do expect Liquid to go right back to that mid lane. They got the range, but want the melee.
Mickey making his way off to the side. They've got the Dagon and the Decrepify over here on the Pugna. Tower eventually does fall. They'll get the root off in place. Just kind of an insurance policy that Mickey is not going to be able to just immediately turn around and jump them, although without the God Strength, most likely not going to, but
Yep.
I'm sure Beast Coast is feeling a little bit antsy.
It's such a great timing for Koifa. All this, the spell amplification you get on a Void Spirit is just nuts. You know, 14% from the level 20 talent. You've got the Kaya for a bonus 8, soon to be more once he finishes the Sanj. Like, this is when you're huge. The double pulse, the step damage being buffed up as well is just so impactful. I think we're really going to see a lot more of this hero because it's just fun to play too, right? Like, mid players, they're fans of this. This is the kind of style they want to utilize.
I mean, I would say that's a very big buff to Quincy Crew because this is like Quinn's hero. It's been for quite a while within the patch, so wouldn't be surprised to see him never get his hands on it at this point. People have done their homework. Big smoke, though, coming out here from Liquid, looking to get the jump. going to be able to find Sko. Sko, though, immediately snowballing. Chris Luck trying to get into a better position. The rest of the team is on their way. The taunt comes out. They should be able to take out Schofield right off the bat. Whisper jumping onto the back lines. Wants to make sure that they have the silence, that they're not going to be able to go immediately throw out the Guardian Angel. Chris Luck, though, over here trying to push damage over into Koifa. There's the Chronosphere. They want to just get rid of this Omni Knight, but they just aren't able to do it because the Guardian Angel, it's back up again. Hector forced back. With nice stun over on the high ground. Stinger running away. Schofield, he's nearby. He's trying to do whatever he can to try to keep him alive. Does have the snowball. Will turn back around. The Decrepify, though, comes out. The Shark, they turn it around. They get the kill on Schofield. Lysania, though, does fall on the back lines here. As Hector, he's silenced up. They just cannot get anything. Just over here on Beast Coast when Hector is handled like this. And they call the GG.
Respect. Maybe they have another fight in them, but